I see lots of people inherit property like I have done, and they turn around and sell it for money. And money is fleeting, but the land is forever. What this property is worth is much more than money. I feel so rooted here. I love this land, and I want it to stay this way even after I'm gone, forever. Nature of this property, originally, Native Americans and indigenous people lived here for centuries. As we worked, and we would find artifacts to that. My grandparents were Dudley and Ada Rice Thomas Armstrong, and they were from Richmond, Virginia, and they moved out here when this portion of the land opened up from the Fort Hall Reservation for homesteading. Grandma came out on the train from Richmond in 1897 with the two little girls, Lula Armstrong and Allie Armstrong. She just sat in the snow and cried, and the two little girls sat with their hands on her knees because she was thinking of all the things she'd left behind to sacrifice and come out here and homestead in this remote place of Idaho. We're in Ada's homestead home. Built these, they were like 16 by 20 cabins. It was all one room. We had used it for a granary. That's why the partitions are here. And then you can see here, this is where the potbelly stove and the stovepipe went up through the ceiling there. And there's some remnants of wallpaper on the wall. Most of the kids slept out in the log hut. There'd be 4 across and 2 at the feet, and the wind would blow through there and they'd have to shake the snow off the quilts in the morning. There's no doubt it would be scary to come out here and have nothing. Ada had one child die before she left Virginia, and then another little girl, Elsa, in this building got too close to the stove and her dress caught on fire, and she took several days to die. And it was just, I can't even imagine what kind of heartache she must have felt from that. But they had to keep going because their lives depended on making enough food to live on. And that's another reason I just have to honor her, because she went through all that, and I have it so good. I'm going to keep this land intact as an honor to my grandparents and Ada and my parents who farmed this so that we could have a better life. That's what's important to me.
The Sagebrush Steppe Land Trust mission is to protect the natural lands, wildlife habitat, and working farms and ranches of southeast Idaho. And we do that through conservation easements or acquiring land from landowners. The major importance in conserving this land, Nancy Armstrong's, it serves as great habitat for both migrating elk and mule deer, and also for sharp-tailed grouse. We are so grateful to be working with Nancy Armstrong and her partner E.J. Zita, and they're donating this conservation easement, and we really wouldn't be able to conserve this land without their generous donation. And we're just really excited to be able to make sure that this incredible piece of property stays as one beautiful piece now and forever.
That gives me pause, but we have to think about, what this land was used for and how important it was for centuries, for not just us, but for Native Americans. And to do anything but preserve this in the long term would just be a sin, in my opinion.